Thank you for tuning in to Entertain the Geeky, your source for nerd news.
Hey guys, what's going on? We have a very, very special episode today where myself, Chris Parsons,
Roger Moss,
special guests,
Joe Moore,
and
Kevin Freeman
are gonna be playing some fucking nerd roulette.
we have 4 people. I don't know how this is going to work. We're going to try this out. Kevin has promised to be quiet for as long as humanly possible, but knowing Kevin, that's going to last about 5 minutes.
Well, I can be quiet if I want
You
to.
know-
See,
you
we
already
lost.
broke
Already lost.
Kevin sack-tapped me at fucking pre-release because I was mocking the great power of the level 1 judge.
And you weren't mocking. You were paying homage.
I was paying homage to him. And
But I was also incredibly busy.
and I'm like,
And you were distracted.
level 1 judge, you're welcome. For all of you, just running my mouth because I was there and that's what I wanted to do.
And he tap-sacked you.
Dude, not to get too graphic, but he nailed me right in the shaft, and it was so centered. Like, his placement was impeccable because it was so centered, it got both balls.
I had a younger brother. What did you expect?
I didn't know you could even do that. It's always one or the other with the sack tap, man. But your placement was impeccable, and I was just like, man, fuck this guy. Because at first, I was like, that wasn't so bad. And then, like, the shock wave came back to the testiculars, and I was like, fuck, this is not good. You get a little bit nauseous. It lasted for like 2 minutes, though. That was the one nice thing about the sack tap. It wasn't
Sort of like sex.
yeah, not that different.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, Roger and I have done this before. Come up with some random topics, and then it's just go.
Yeah, and I like the name, Nerd Roulette. But before we start Nerd Roulette, I want to take a couple minutes here because we've got a lot of news that hit the wire this week that, excuse me, that I want to make sure we talk about. First and foremost, did you guys see the new mini NES?
Yeah.
I did.
30 games compact in this little guy. Get a controller for an extra $10. Take us back to 1989.
How much is it?
$60.
Okay. Because
Worthwhile
I was talking to somebody about it, and they're like, it's going to be like $100 or $200. And I'm like, that would be the biggest waste of money if it were that much. If it's $50 or $60, the viable option.
$2 a game.
Yeah.
You were paying $2 a game.
$50 or $60, viable option. I'm on board.
And these aren't bullshit games. It's not like Nintendo went and went here's the Bible study game. They went here's 30 games that do a good job of telling you what our library was through our entire run.
Does it have Knockout King on it?
No, it has Punch Out.
Punch Out's good. Knockout King was my shit, though.
It's got Punch
I'll
Out.
be honest, I'm not going to get one.
I'm not either. I have my original Nintendo, and I've got about 50 games for it.
I have my original and a bunch of games, but this one here will hook up to an HDMI port.
I don't care.
I'm not gonna just because, as cool as it is, all of those games I can get for the same price or less on my Wii U.
You can, but it's not. You know what? Look, it's retro.
It's a
It
trip down.
is,
It's
but
a trip down memory lane.
I
It's
still
cool.
have a Super, like, just chilling in a closet at the moment. So, like,
This is regular, not
if I
Super.
whatever. If I want to look at it, like, I can just pull it out, blow the dust off, and call it a day.
No, I think it was a good thing to do. I like it. If I did not
Oh.
have my original Nintendo, I would be spending money on
No,
it.
don't get me wrong. Like, it's absolutely a brilliant idea, and they'll make quite a bit off
And my
of it.
hope is that they do one for each of their generations.
Well, the price
Yeah, you give
was
me
right.
one for N64, I'll buy that.
Oh, in a heartbeat,
with,
yeah.
With GoldenEye and
Eh.
Perfect
Oh my
Dark.
god,
Eh.
dude, GoldenEye.
What?
Here's the thing.
Fucking Star Fox 64, dude.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my
no,
god.
there's
Let's
games I
fucking
wanna see.
barrel roll.
Star Fox 64, Super Mario 64, Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, all those games. The reason I go
Mario
meh,
Party.
Mario Party. The reason I go meh on GoldenEye and Perfect Dark is with our generation, we've got first-person shooters that are better.
Yeah, that's what started all those.
No,
Like,
I'm not saying it didn't start it. I'm not saying, especially for the console. It was a great revolutionary game, but it's not enough to get me excited for a mini 64. If it's on it, great. If not, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it.
I mean, I'm not going to lose any sleep anyway because I still have my copy of GoldenEye.
I just mostly want.
And how often do you play it?
Never, because I have Destiny.
I just mostly want.
And children.
And children. I just mostly want another copy of GoldenEye for the brokenness that is playing.
Odd Job.
No, the midget.
Odd Job.
No, Oddjob was the Asian with the hat.
Oh, yeah.
What
You
was the
couldn't
fucking
tell
midget's name?
anybody's race in
But
that.
Yeah, you could. Their eyes were all the way across their head.
Yeah. But the midget.
It's
like,
true. Look at it on the 64. They were.
They legitimately like made it impossible to shoot him unless you were like aiming at the fucking ground.
You had to kneel.
And that was hilarious.
What was his name? God, he's like because he was a little midget guy that wore a tuxedo from the Love Boat or whatever.
Yeah. The plane.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, that
I
guy.
don't remember his fucking name.
Who knows?
All right, so
And then
more.
And then we're talking all nerd news real quick
Let's
before we
do
hit the
it.
roulette.
What you got?
Okay.
X-Men TV show
With Marvel?
with Marvel and Fox producing it.
So what gets me most excited about this is not the actual X-Men TV show. It's the possibility of getting Fantastic Four and X-Men in the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
I'm more excited about
Oddjob
that.
was the midget.
Ha!
Was he?
Yeah,
Yep.
apparently.
Ah,
Suck it, Joe.
whatever.
No, that's what gets me most excited about this. So if I can get my Fantastic Four and fucking Infinity War, sold, done. I love it.
I'm all on board with there, and I also love the idea of seeing.
Wolverine with Spider-Man or Cap.
Well, even more than
Please.
that, like you're all big picture thing. I'm little picture guy here,
Okay.
which is we finally get a TV series, a way to tell X-Men tales the way they should be told. X-Men
Fair
tales
point.
do
Fair
not
point.
translate to movies. Avengers works great as movies. Even Spider-Man works okay as
Avengers
movies.
works great as movies because of how they've positioned it. X-Men could potentially do the same thing. It's how it's been done up until this point. I can agree with you. It can make a great series, and that can be a very, very good medium for it, is doing it in the form of series rather than a movie.
I think you would see a much better Dark Phoenix saga done on TV than you would in film.
Of course, because if I have 12 episodes to tell that story,
It would be amazing.
yeah, it'd be great. It's like Daredevil.
Yeah.
Daredevil, you could make a great Daredevil movie, but I could have a 13 hours of Daredevil in a season.
But I don't want 13 hours of the Avengers. I don't. The Avengers to me works. Like I've been one of the guys from day one saying, take Captain America, take Thor, take Iron Man, take the Avengers, bust them down to small screen, and then do a big movie of Avengers every year, every 2 years, and have the shows lead up to the big crossover. And I would be okay with this. It'd be more like the comic books, whereas the TV shows are your single issues,
Yeah.
and the movies would be your crossover
and
events.
I'm okay with that, but no, I mean Marvel's got a good thing going with it now.
They do.
And if
They've
we can,
figured it out.
if we can get Fox on board with that, holy shit, dude!
It's better than the Lethal Weapon show that they're creating. So I think this is good news. I think we can finally see good X-Men done in a visual medium,
Yeah.
other than the '90s cartoon.
Yeah,
It could be more adult. It could be an hour-long episode. We don't know the details.
but I accept them at this point. Marvel's got their hand in it. Done.
Yeah, I accept this, and I think it's going to be the best X-Men we've seen in a long time.
Best X-Men we've seen on our TV that wasn't 90s X-Men cartoon.
I want to say the best X-Men we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
Because, I'm sorry, Apocalypse wasn't that good.
no, like I said, 90s X-Men cartoon, that was the best X-Men that's happened in the past 30 years.
But it's
Yeah.
also not recent. That's why he said in a while.
Yeah, no, in a while's
It's
fair.
been 20 years.
It has. It's, 20-something. X-Men, that was 92, homie.
Yeah, but it ended in
So
96.
that's almost-
97?
No,
Yeah.
Still,
96,
almost 20
yeah.
years.
20 years.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It had a good run, and it was very good. And getting away from these god-awful movies like the... Oh,
You know what? I just hope. Here's my hope. Like, they'll have a brand new theme song. That's fine. But somewhere there's a cell phone going off, and you hear da-da-da-da-da-da. Just once. That's all I need. Just once. And, like, have Wolverine answer the phone and go, what's up? Something like that. Just that theme song.
What I want out of it, I want the chain link fence panning into Wolverine's claws. That's what I want.
You just want that opening sequence
That's what I
want that-
redone
if they
in
did
live
that-
action.
Yes.
Just
yes.
reshoot the whole opening sequence
That could be
live
the
action.
show.
Oh.
And I will have the biggest nerd boner. You don't have to do anything else. Just shoot that for me with the appropriate cast. Done.
That'd be
Done.
fucking great.
It'd
yeah.
be on.
Yeah.
What else have we got going?
Pokemon Go's a thing. It is blown up.
Huge.
We have some tips and tricks on our Facebook page.
We do.
We're going to be posting some more later on, so check those out for you Pokemon Go players.
There's a big Pokemon Go event here.
Coming, yeah.
God, what's the day on that?
I don't know.
It's on Facebook.
It's on Facebook. We'll post a link to it on our site, so check it out, all you Pokemon Go players. I'll be going to the event, so if you see me out there, I'll be the fat guy with the beard, half bald, drunk. That'll be
So
me.
you just described probably 1 out of every 10.
Okay.
Except I'll be drunk saying I'm Roger from
Hey, 1 out of
Entertainment
every
TV.
12. Okay.
I'll be the skinny accomplice with long hair
Yeah.
and
yeah.
pants that are probably 2 sizes too small.
Imagine Jay and Silent Bob without the trench coat walking around playing Pokemon Go.
And
But
both
Silent
of them
Bob,
talk way too
Silent
fucking much.
Bob is taller.
Yeah, and he talks way too much. and that you have us. That is a good representation of what we look like.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So now we're going to play the game of Nerd Roulette. I randomly drew a name from the hat, and we picked Joe Moore to give us his first topic first.
Oh, my first topic?
Yes.
I always want to talk RPGs, dude.
What do you want to talk about? Throw it out there.
Favorites. Why? Preference over being a player versus running
Ooh.
is a good one.
Ooh, that.
Okay.
So we're going to take it like this. Do you prefer to be a player, or do you prefer to be a GM?
All right.
All right. Since we went to you first, who do you want to answer first?
Chris.
Yes. Okay, it depends on the game. It depends entirely on the game. There are RPG games, like 5th edition, I've only been a player in. I would love to DM it once, but a game that I'm more interested in DMing is one of the Iron Kingdom games. Just because it's more position based, so your positioning in it is extremely important, and that's really what matters most in that game. There's a little less imagination in that aspect.
Okay.
And I think that's just something that my mind would work well with, so I would love to DM that. I do like being a player best. It's a load off my shoulders, so to speak. I don't have to worry about the rest of the group unless I'm a group player.
You could
for
be
the
in
most
my
part.
group.
Well, for the most part, I'm a group player. I try to do things for the betterment of my group. I'm just now starting to get away with that in my current campaign, and it's been fun, but I still have this team player thing, and I'm like, I need to try to do the right thing to help my group go further. I don't want to do that. I just want to be a DM right now.
All right, Chris.
Well, after we finish Curse of Strahd, maybe you can DM and I'll fucking play.
Let's do it.
Pass it off to who you want to answer.
Okay, let's do this, Kevin.
I definitely prefer to be a player.
And your favorite game?
Game I played the most is definitely Savage Worlds, but that's pretty much because A, it's the system I cut my teeth on as far as RPGs go, and B, it's what my friends and I played in college.
All right, pass it on.
There's only one left, asshole.
No, there's Joe.
Fair point.
So Kevin gets to pass it on between me and Joe.
Joe was just so excited about the role-playing games that I was like, oh, I feel like he already talked.
Roger, we're going to skip you.
Man, I'm like playing Uno with your kid, Chris.
Yeah, right?
Oh man, it's a really tough decision. I don't know that I have a preference, honestly. I love to play. It's fun to get inside of a character's head.
Do dumbwaiters exist going forward?
No, dumbwaiters don't exist. Don't ask. And anybody who's listening, please, dear God, don't ask.
Just play Curse of Strahd.
So, okay, my group, Joe's running 2 groups right now. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a lowdown.
Chris is in one, I'm in the other.
Yeah, my group gets through Death House in an evening. Good evening.
Yeah,
Productive
it
evening.
took what, 6 hours maybe?
I think we played 4 or 5 hours that night. I don't
Yeah,
think
it was 5.
It wasn't a
five.
full 6.
Because we started at like
At 9:30.
if that, and we're out of there by like 3.
But yeah,
And my group is the special ed class. We're 3 sessions in and we're still in the house?
Yep. Total of I think 9 hours. And you guys found...
How do you spend 9 hours in the Death House? I blew everything in 3 hours at the fantasy shop in one
You
night.
haven't heard them try to make fucking decisions.
let's play on the
Well,
dumbwaiter.
They spent half an hour playing with the fucking dumbwaiter.
But we spent 10 minutes on the dumbwaiter and went, alright, it goes up, it goes down, we know where it goes, we're done.
We have a paladin who keeps trying to check everything for Narnia.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's legit.
No.
You know, hold on. Joe, as a DM, you have a responsibility to make sure he finds Narnia, and it's not what he fucking expects it to be.
I'm already gonna screw with that, and I hope he doesn't listen to this.
Alright.
But no, I'm not sure. It's a lot of fun being a player because you get to make a character and be an amalgamation of a type of person you want to be or have thought of being, or like based on some character in a book you read that you enjoy or whatever. And that's a lot of fun. It's a different kind of responsibility. And in the end, it is a lot less work. But I do really like DMing. Even if I'm taking a supplement like Curse of Strahd, or Rise of Tiamat or something from 5th edition and running a bunch of players through that, it still involves a lot of world creating just because I'm trying to customize it at all times for my players to give them a better experience.
Well, and Joe's a good DM. I'm gonna cut you off for a second. Forgive me. Joe makes us play by candlelight for Curse of Strahd because it's a horror campaign. So we sit in the dark with a bunch of candles. You can barely see what you're fucking rolling, but it is so much fun, and it definitely adds to the ambiance, if you will, of the campaign. So I appreciate it. I love the way you're running it, and I can imagine that any campaign that you would do, you would give that same. You try to create, like you said, set the mood for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just about running characters through the world as much as, like, making them feel like a part of it. And especially with horror campaigns, it's a lot harder because you don't have those visual scares that you're used to receiving when you watch, like, a horror movie or something. So you got to be able to play on it like a horror writer, which is a little different in a lot of ways. And then you're trying to have mystery on top of it. You got to watch what you're doing detail-wise, etc., etc. So being able to create an ambiance, whether it's with candlelight or music or what have you, is definitely a plus. And I recommend it for any campaign, regardless of whether it's a horror campaign or just a basic fantasy campaign. If it's Shadowrun, if it's Old West, Savage Worlds, doesn't matter. Try to get them in the feel for the game.
And then there was one.
There can only be one. I like to DM more than play. I find that, but again, it depends on the game. I would much rather play Pathfinder than run it, because fuck that, I'm not running that game.
I don't even want to play Pathfinder.
Right.
I don't enjoy doing math that much.
But if someone was like, hey, we're going to do Pathfinder, I want you to be the DM, I would go, no, let me just play the damn game. L5R, Legends of the Five Ring. I will run the shit out of that game. I love the world. I love the system. I love the samurai. I love everything about the game. But damn it, I'm not playing it. I refuse to play that game. My little mind can't handle playing a game so restrictive. But on your little horror thing, I ran a campaign of Deadlands that lasted 7 years. We met every week. One of the scary...
That's a long fucking campaign.
It was a long campaign. And it all revolved around one character trying to kill one of the big bads of the world because he was a scout. And while he was scouting out this guy, he was caught. And while he was caught, the big guy skinned him alive and wore his skin as a coat of an armor. Like, that was his coat. So this character, Bull, had the ugliest sin thing from Deadlands. And the entire campaign was hunting him down. But we had one of the scariest moments which happened to our priest. We had a priest in the game. And the way Deadlands works, if you saw something scary, you rolled on what they call the scare table. If you failed your guts check. And he walked into a church. And I didn't describe the scene. I instantly said, roll guts check. And this is how I made it work. If you passed your guts check, the scene wasn't bad. It was, there's a dead body with 3 bullet holes and a little bit of bone sticking out. If you failed but you were okay, it gets a little more graphic. He busted, which is he rolled a majority of 1s, so he failed completely on his thing. So I was like, all right, you're fucked. Roll on the table. He got major fear. All right, so now you're afraid. The description that I gave was out of a scene of Hellraiser, about blood dripping from the walls, the heart still beating, the body flayed with the skin hanging at the feet. And it was very... I didn't use a lot of details. I didn't talk about the sound or the smell. I just gave him a quick little thing and let his mind go there as a player. Because, I mean, as a player, you're an actor. Your job is an actor. And I think a lot of players are forgetting that nowadays. A lot of players sit down into games and they go, let's just do stupid stuff. Let's do stupid stuff because da-da-da-da-da. And they use the excuse of, that's what my character would do. That's not what your character would do. Your character is a human being and you are an actor acting out what this human would do. So I let him fill that in and let him take over of what his character would do. And his major phobia of this game, for the rest of the game, playing a priest, he had a major phobia of churches.
Oh, shit.
Which led to the greatest thing now. He had to go around town to town, and he refused to go to the church, but he still preached every Sunday on a soapbox. And I love that right there. That campaign, I will tell stories about that campaign for years to come on this podcast. But that campaign right there is, at the end of the day, why I say DMing is much more rewarding than being a player. And it is something that you can hang your hat on.
Well, I think part of that's going to depend on your group of players, too, because, like, it is, a lot of the time when you get together with a group, there's the fart jokes, butt jokes, this, that, and the other, and that's going to happen.
And it should. No, you're there to have fun.
But when you actually start to get into the character, that's when the game gets good.
For crying out loud, we spent I ran this game 7 years, or at least 2 hours a night, where we talked about how the Grand Canyon was Jesus fucking the earth. I mean, that stuff happens in a game. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the players that generally just do stupid things because they want to see what happens, and they
want to play with the dumb way.
Yeah, I want to do this. I'm going to go touch this thing, even though the book tells me not to, because my character's curious. Get fucked. You're just trying to make it hard and unbearable for everybody else. Be your character. Live your character. For those 4 hours, you're not you. You're a character. Enjoy this world while you can, because the DM has put a lot of work into it. He wants you to be immersed. They want you to enjoy it. But they also want you to be your character. And they don't want to look at the game of saying, okay, Roger's playing a paladin, so it's just Roger and all he's doing is healing people. Be your character. Get a little deeper in the game, and you'll find it much more rewarding to actually play a role-playing game.
Nice.
I'll agree with that.
All right, Joe, since
spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Who's next?
Let's go with Roger.
My first topic of discussion, we're going to talk Marvel movies. What is your favorite Marvel movie, and what one are you looking most forward to? And we're going to start with Chris.
You motherfucker. The one that I'm actually looking most forward to right now is the one that is most imminent, and that's Doctor Strange. I've heard that it's going to have a horror-esque vibe.
Really?
Yes, which is perfect. Give it that. It needs that. It's Doctor Strange. I cannot wait. I'm ecstatic about this.
Oh, Marvel horror. You think they're going to redo Blade because of this?
The Blade is owned by Marvel at this point, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it went back a year ago.
They're kicking around how to properly use the character. But check this out. We've got Blade, we've got Ghost Rider, we've got Daredevil, and we've got Spider-Man. Come on. Give me these four in a movie together. I need it. Or in a series. Let Spidey make a cameo. Do a five episode miniseries.
I don't know. You know what I've liked about Daredevil the most? I hate to mow your grass here for a second.
No, go ahead.
But what I've liked about the Daredevil Netflix show the most, and even Jessica Jones, is while they partake in the cinematic universe,
it's its own thing.
It's its own thing. Like, they mention the event, and they mention these things that happen on the big screen, but you see how that these characters on the little screen can be their own little...
But if you could have Daredevil show up in Infinity War...
I don't want it.
I want it.
I know it's going to happen, I just don't want it.
Now, something that I'm... Oh my god. I'm excited about Spider-Man, obviously. Homecoming. I want Venom. And I don't want Eddie Brock.
I want Venom done right.
I want Flash Thompson Venom. It's not going to work with the timeline that they have. I understand that because Peter Parker's still in high school. Flash Thompson obviously is going to be in high school as well. But if I could have Agent Venom running around fucking shit up.
My brother and I talked about this the other day on Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
And how the studio... that the reason that they had to reboot Spider-Man was the studio totally fucked up. The studio is the one that went to Sam Raimi and said, put Venom in it. Make Venom a bad guy. Sam didn't want to do it. Sam wanted that for Spider-Man 4. And we were talking about how the perfect shot would have been, you could have stupid Topher Grace be Venom.
No, you can't.
You can do it, fine, whatever.
When you have fucking... oh my god. I was watching that 70s show, man.
Hear me out. Here's how you do it. Alright? Because you're going to take out the last half of Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
So you got Topher Grace. You're like, whatever, I don't like him. He's in the church, pissed off at Peter Parker. Peter Parker gets the goo off of him. It drips down onto Topher Grace. He becomes Venom. The last thing you see is that stupid alien-looking wannabe jump towards the screen. And that's it for Venom. That's all you see. The movie goes on with Sandman, who's awesome. The movie goes on with King Goblin.
See him go home. See him hit the weights. No, that's what I want.
No, so, and then after the movie happens, after the big battle, after all that happens, you have Peter Parker and Mary Jane walking down the street, and out of the corner you just see the head poke, and it's Topher Grace, and you see that he's ripped, that he's been working out, and then the Venom mask covers his entire face. You see the tongue, screen cuts to black, roll credits. Then you know the shit is gonna go down in Spider-Man 4.
That could have been okay, but the movie, aside from that, had a lot of problems.
Oh god, no! Spider-Man 3 was a fucking train
So
wreck.
there was no redeeming it from any standpoint. Favorite Marvel movie right now is got to be, honestly, man, Deadpool hit a good spot.
Deadpool did hit a good spot.
And it's not even Marvel, but it was refreshing. Guardians of the Galaxy, also a very, very refreshing movie. It was a good step away from everything. Ant-Man, I loved Ant-Man. That was another step away from what I was used to with the Marvel movie formula. So I thoroughly enjoyed all those movies. I really can't say that I have a favorite out of them. I think there's a lot to be excited about. I want to see fucking Captain Marvel so bad. I have to wait till like 2020 for that. I heard Brie Larson might play her. I love Brie Larson. I love United States of Terra. I love Brie Larson's character in that. I loved her in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, dude, make her Captain Marvel. Let me see that shit. I'm about this life. Yeah, I mean that's where I'm at with the Marvel movies right now. Like it's there's so much to be excited about in the future here. I'm excited about Suicide Squad. There's a lot of apprehension since Batman vs. Superman wasn't everything that it could have been.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. O'Toole, for that letdown for us.
Yeah, but there's so much to be excited about with comic book movies in general right now, and I can't see past that, man. Like, I don't really give a shit about going to see the next Western that comes out or the next horror movie. It's not me, but the next superhero movie that comes out, Suicide Squad, I'm on it. Doctor Strange, I'm on it. Give me more.
I forgot the Twinkies.
Oh no.
Like, I'm sorry guys, I just totally blanked. For the Ghostbusters movie, there's 2 special Twinkies out there. I haven't tried them yet. I gave my wife some, and we were going to eat them and discuss them. They are Key Lime Scream and White Fudge Covered Marshmallow.
And what else do we have to indulge
We
in?
have Ecto Cooler High C. So I tell you what, real quickly, because we'll make some promises. I'm seeing the new Ghostbusters movie on Wednesday.
Okay.
So next Sunday, we will do a Ghostbusters movie review, and we will review the spin-off goodies that come from this.
Beautiful.
All right, so pass it on to whoever.
All right, I'm going to pass it off to Kevin now.
Favorite Marvel movie, and which one you're looking forward to the most?
Oh, I actually don't know if I could pick a favorite because I'm not a huge movie person to begin with. Like, I don't mind going seeing a movie here and there with friends, but...
All right, which one do you like the best then? Which one have you seen that's really made you happy?
Well, for example, the last couple movies I've seen in theaters were Guardians of the Galaxy and Deadpool. Those are the last 2 movies I've seen in theaters.
All right, let's narrow it down. Which one do you like better, Guardians or Deadpool?
Both very good.
Both very good. It's a coin flip for you. Which one?
Galaxy 2?
I like both of them for different reasons. Like, I love the dark humor in Deadpool. And I love the fact that Guardians of the Galaxy was essentially a bunch of C-listers.
Yeah.
Like, a bunch of C-list characters making it big.
All right, pass the wheel. Who do you want to talk next?
Roger.
Oh, all right. The Marvel movie I love the most, I want to toss it up. There's 2. I'm going to cheat here because one's not really a Marvel movie. Howard the Duck with Leah Thompson.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Talk about 80s
Get
cheese.
out.
No. 80s cheese at its finest. You even have interspecies erotica. Oh, the movie was so great. If you guys want to
Does
watch
Courtney know that's why you like the movie?
that's not why I like it. It's just part of it.
It just gives him a boner.
Dude, Leah Thompson's hot. She is.
You know what's funny is
Yeah.
about a week or so ago, there's this Ninja Turtles porn parody that Rob's going off on, and now he's talking about the interspecies erotica going on in Howard the Duck.
Yeah, it's
And
a
I'm
thing.
just like, oh
You
my
want to talk about
God.
my favorite scene in Clerks 2 while we're at it?
Are you secretly a furry, Roger?
No, I'm not a furry. But Howard the Duck's one of them, honestly, for the pure cheesiness of the 80s. And I like the fact that George Lucas made a movie that wasn't successful. That's one thing that I will tip my hat on. But as far as, like...
Another movie that wasn't successful.
Name what?
THX 1138.
Yeah, but that was like that wasn't a movie he made. That
It was
like,
a movie that he made.
It was like
like literally, he wrote and directed it. It was a movie.
He didn't make that movie to make money. He made that movie as his little fucking school project.
Whatever, he still made a movie
That's-
and it did crap.
It was for his school project. It was so he could graduate film school. I don't count
I don't
that
care
as
what he made it for.
I don't count
Didn't he
that.
do a DreamWorks movie a couple of years ago or a year ago?
I don't remember that, but
Thought he did.
he did.
And that flopped.
Yeah,
was
it was like I can't remember the name of it, but it was
some,
like a
fairies and shit
yeah,
like that.
it was almost like a direct rip of fuck, now I can't remember.
All
what it
right,
was.
I'm on
Fern Gully.
it. Yeah.
A little bit of
But
Epic. It was
Epic.
a rip off of Epic.
Oh, yes.
And I can't remember what it's called, but it was a piece of shit.
Epic was great.
Epic was pretty funny.
Deadpool. Deadpool is my favorite Marvel movie.
Okay.
Like hands down. Other than the humor and Ryan Reynolds and the fucking hot. I can never pronounce her name.
Doesn't matter.
You know, the
Everybody
hot
knows who you're
girlfriend.
talking about.
The hot girlfriend who was oh so slutty and oh so sexy. It was the first movie to get Colossus right. And it wasn't even an X-Men movie. Like, Colossus was...
That's why it was right.
It was awesome. Did you hear the theory behind this movie? Like, there's a new fan theory, and I hate talking about fan theories, but the fan theory is this, is it was Deadpool telling you the tale, which is why Colossus came off like such a bumbling idiot, and why he ended up with... Like, it was him telling you the tale of his movie.
Oh, so that breaking the fourth wall thing.
Yeah, it was him
Okay.
telling you the tale.
Okay.
Was
I
him
gotcha.
saying, this is what... Like you're literally sitting
Like
down...
he's writing the fucking comic of this movie as
Exactly.
These
I
timelines
gotcha.
are so confusing.
Right, and that's why he's breaking the wall and he's trying to get you involved. And I love that idea. I love the idea that it was a movie that was rated R, and it didn't.
One of the cool things about that movie, it was rated R. It was obscene. I did not take my kids to see it. I would not let my kids see it. It was, you didn't have to do tits and ass through the whole movie.
You didn't.
And it was so good.
But you needed the F-bombs. You needed that violence.
Absolutely. No, the F-bombs, the blood, fucking cutting his own hand off.
Cut his hand. I bet it looks so huge in this.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
perfect.
And one of the I'm gonna spell it out for you. And did you all notice Hydra Bob?
Yeah.
Hydra Bob is in the movie.
Yeah.
Fucking great TGIF. All right, Joe. Favorite Marvel movie and what you're looking forward to the most?
All right.
Oh, hold on. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is what I'm looking forward to the most.
All right. So based on a couple answers here, I feel like this has devolved more into favorite comic book movie than specifically Marvel.
Well, they've all been Marvel.
That was a
Fox.
Deadpool-
I mean,
It's
Okay.
it's a Marvel property.
It's a Marvel property.
all right. Did it have to be a property that Marvel owned at the time?
Sure.
Damn.
What were
What
you
was
gonna
it?
say?
Well, I mean, on my list easily was going to be Blade 2.
Blade works.
All right. Cool.
No, that's
Yeah, that's a Marvel. That's a
Fine.
Marvel property.
Then it's a tie between Blade 2 and Winter Soldier.
Winter
Ooh,
Soldier,
I forgot
very
about
good.
Winter Soldier.
Very
How
good.
did you fucking forget about Winter Soldier?
I don't know. It was
I haven't
on
even
the-
seen it yet.
That's very good.
I'm
And
disappointed in all
so
of you.
was Civil War, though.
Yeah, no,
Civil War is very good.
Civil War is really good. I
Shouldn't have
believe-
called it Civil
God
War.
damn it! Thor Ragnarok. How did I forget that?
Well, I was about to talk about it. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, do it. Go.
But no, I like both of those movies a lot. They're well written, had strong characters, had a bit of humor, but both had that dark feel and mystery going on that I enjoy in these kinds of films. And then the one I'm looking forward to most, it wasn't at one point, but is now Thor Ragnarok. And the reason for it is A, Thor's always been my favorite of the Avengers, and B, like, yes, the first and second one were just okay as far as comic book movies go, in my opinion. And this one I wasn't expecting to be a whole lot better, right up until they released that one image in Entertainment Magazine that had, like, the whole host of Asgard's army facing down Hell. Hell made an appearance.
Do you know why I am so stoked about this movie?
Why are you stoked about this movie?
Because they're talking about making some Planet Hulk shit in it, dude.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
And that is really exciting.
That is hands down one of my all-time favorite Marvel comics. It like storylines, it's fucking phenomenal. And then they did a Planet Hulk cartoon that is fucking great. Marvel's cartoons are pretty hit and miss. This
They
one
are.
kicked ass.
Isn't it weird how Marvel makes really good movies and their cartoons are hit and miss, but DC makes awesome cartoons and their movies are hit and miss?
Yeah, very much so.
It's a little weird.
DC, stick to your fucking cartoons. Just stick to your cartoons.
Killing
man.
joke.
I want to go see that in theaters so bad.
All right, Chris.
All right. Oh, am I up next?
You're
Are
up
you
next.
Picking me? Okay. All-time favorite trade. Okay. I don't care if it's a short series. I don't care if it's a long series. I don't care if it's like, hey, this trade had issues 243 through 553. I don't care. What's your favorite trade run,
And who are you going to stick it with first?
Kevin?
I'm probably the worst choice for this one because in my life I've read maybe 24 comic books, and half of them were the Magic comic books.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right. Spin the wheel then, Kevin. So you just want Kevin to make the choice of who's going to talk first.
No, I wanted to give him some love, and I assumed. Shame on me.
You can give him a hand jibber. It's okay.
Nah, no hand jibbers. He sack tapped me.
Would you
Yeah.
like it better if I did it to Roger too?
No.
No.
I wasn't
wouldn't.
asking you. I was asking Chris.
I didn't feel good about it, and I wouldn't feel good about it if you did it to him.
All right, Kevin, pass the wheel. Wheel of morality. Turn.
Joe.
Oh, please, dear God, come back to me.
Nope, you get one.
Yeah, come
one
on, do
trade
it. Do
on
it.
the spot.
Dude, that's way too fucking tough. There's too many good
Go.
ones.
You've got a go-to. Everybody has a go-to.
No, it's too difficult. There's too many fucking good ones. All right, I can break it down to two.
Give us one first. We won't say it's your favorite. We'll just say give us one.
Hellboy.
I love Hellboy and his right hand on my doom.
I hate you, buddy. No, actually not. Not either one of the two books I picked was Hellboy.
Oh.
Oh yeah, threw you for a blindside, didn't I, bitch?
Now,
No,
are you just saying that because you don't want to make them come off as figuring you out, or
Damn, I've become predictable. No, legitimately, the two I thought of, neither one of them were Hellboy as much as I love Hellboy. First one I thought of was Long Halloween.
Ooh.
Jeff Loeb and Tim
Yeah.
Sale.
Very
you
good.
cannot go wrong with that combination. And that is such a pivotal, epic Batman story. It's 12 issues.
Give a quick rundown of it.
All right, quick rundown. Early in Batman's career, murders start happening coinciding with the holidays. Batman, Gordon, and a pre-Two-Face,
Harvey Dent.
thank you, Harvey Dent, team up to try to figure out the mystery. And the best part about it was even, like, read the trade for sure. But it's unfortunate that if you haven't, at this point, you missed when it was coming out because it took a year. And the issues, like, came pretty close to coinciding with the holidays as hard as possible. And watching that unfold for a year was really fucking cool.
You know, I think Batman is best when Batman doesn't try to do an overarching story. Like when they go, here, we're going to do the 12-issue run.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like Long Halloween, or it's going to be like Hush.
Court of Owls, whatever.
Court of Owls, like it's just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
When they try to do short runs like that, as opposed to we're going to make a long overarching story like Death
Right.
in the Family, or the new Death in the Family, not the first one. I think that's when Batman
That wasn't
really
an
shines.
overly large arc.
It went through how many different books?
It was like 6 issues of Batman, and then had like a couple tie-ins with
That's
the
too-
Bat
How
family.
are we naming these and
that-
not
that
saying
was-
Dark Knight?
That was
Oh,
smaller.
the Dark Knight doesn't count.
That
We'll
was-
get to the Dark Knight.
But I mean that run is smaller than the whole Court of Owls
I
thing.
hate crossovers. The Court of Owls was only...
You don't need the crossover.
The Court of Owls was
issues.
what, two trades worth?
Yeah, but that's 12
That's
issues.
12 issues.
But with
6
Death
issues
of the Family
plus
was
the
only like
tie-ins.
10.
Yeah,
If?
you're pushing it. You got to buy other books. I hate tie.
You don't have to. That's the
hate-
thing. You can just buy
I-
Death of the Family and call it a day.
I hate tie-in books with a fiery passion.
Nah.
All right, Joe, pass it off.
Roger.
Oh God, damn it!
Oh!
I was just. You can't have me go from bitching about something to praising something. Breath of Bones,
Ooh.
very indie run.
Yeah.
Is a comic that I would hand off to people who don't read comics.
It's only like 4
It's
issues.
3 issues.
Is it only
It's
3?
only
Okay.
3 issues.
Yeah, it's a really small
And
book.
the trade is hardcover and like $12.95.
Can I borrow it? Or
Yeah, I'll loan it. What do you
No,
want?
it's-
Single issues, or you want the trade? I'll loan you both.
whatever's easier.
It's a
Trade
fantastic
is
read.
easier.
Yeah, Breath of Bones, quick read, a wonderful story, and at the end of the story, you're kind of left thinking because there was theories that I had. It basically is the storyline is it's set in World War II. A soldier is being overrun by Germans, and he remembers a story his grandfather told him about how to build a golem and bring the golem to life.
Yeah.
And the story is a flashback to in the town when the grandfather brought the golem to life against the Nazis originally. And it is a fantastic read. The golem is awesome. He's his own little character. And at the end, you're just kind of left pondering what really would have happened. And I loved the book. I thought it was amazing. Chris.
Lock and Key. I cannot say enough good things about Lock and Key.
Which trade, though? Because it's a long trade. It's a
No,
long series.
the series.
No.
You
No,
You
you
said
gotta
trade.
pick one.
You gotta pick one of those.
Picking one trade. Volume 1. They suck you in so hard with Volume 1.
That's true.
You were completely enthralled. Book 4 is where they start to lose you in that particular series. And then they bring it right back home, Book 5, and you're like, holy shit. No, trade 1. They suck you in. It's this beautiful world. It's Welcome to Lovecraft, but it's not Cthulhu shit.
Not Cthulhu shit.
It is not the Cthulhu shit. It's a more so tipping their hat to that. And God, it is so good. I can't say enough good things about it. There have been rumors for years since the series started in comics that it was going to be a TV series or a movie, and now they're talking about doing a TV series again.
Oh, let's hope it's on Netflix.
Dude, give me that Lock and Key. So good.
Have you guys seen the trailer for Outcast?
I have.
That looks like I read the book. I read the first 6 issues of Outcast, and I was, meh. It's okay.
I like it.
I don't hate it. It's not like the best thing I've ever read. It's better than The Walking Dead.
I'll agree to that.
Yeah, it's better than The Walking Dead. But the TV show looks so good.
Yeah, the trailer looked really cool.
It
I know
looks
they put the
scary.
first episode on the Facebook page.
Did
for
they?
Outcast? Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to watching it.
Ooh, I'm gonna go home, jerk one off, and watch that.
Yeah,
That's my plans.
there you go.
Yeah, that's loved it.
Okay, we got a little bit of time left here. We're not obviously we've spent a long time talking about one from everybody. So here's what I think we should do. Everyone throw out your idea. We'll let Kevin decide which one we want to actually delve in on. Joe, what was your idea?
Favorite TV, like sci-fi TV show?
Ooh, favorite
Ooh.
sci-fi.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Why don't we just run with that?
Yeah, let. Oh,
Ah!
well, hold on. We don't have to. What's yours?
No, I'm eyeing because I cannot tell you my favorite science fiction TV show. I can't do it.
I mean,
yeah,
man-
and I couldn't pick a favorite trade.
I-
You're gonna do it, bitch.
No.
Okay,
No.
yeah. We're just gonna
I'll
go
do it
with
for you. Deep Space Nine.
No, that's my favorite Star Trek. God damn it! This is why this doesn't work. What was your idea?
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. Well, here I have a handicap and an advantage here. I am not a sci-fi guy.
Good. Can I take yours?
Yeah.
Sweet. Can I take yours?
No.
Damn it! All right, Kevin. What was your favorite sci-fi show?
Oh, probably Eureka.
Ooh, Eureka's a good one too. Tell them what it's about.
Pretty much, it's
As Roger flips Joe off and mouths, "Fuck you."
it's a show about a town full of pretty much super geniuses, and one guy of average intelligence who's the sheriff, and all kinds of hijinks ensue as a result. And it's just an all-around good show.
Who are you passing the wheel to?
Obviously, it's gonna be Roger.
I mean,
No, it's gonna be Joe.
why
That's
does
the
it gotta be
thing.
me?
It's not getting passed to me because
No,
I've
because
already
I've got
given
yours.
mine to you.
I've got two. I
Yeah.
got two.
So-
I'm struggling to break it down to two.
I will chime in with my asinine comments. Aside from that, this is all you, buddy.
Who are you
Give it-
passing it to?
You.
God
Roger.
damn it! Ah, fuck. All right. The X-Files is one of my picks, hands down. A show that lasted 9 years, and a lot of 10 years now. There was
Yeah,
a
it
miniseries.
came back.
A lot of fans complained about when the show originally ended and the conspiracy being what it was. But as time has passed, and before we had the 10th season, we had a decent movie that I will stand up and I will defend until the day I die. We had 9 series that if you watch these series in order and in less than 9 years, like most people binge watch shows now, you have a storyline that is taut, connected, and well written, well acted, and it's an amazing show that actually got me through. When the show aired in '92, I was 7 or 8, and it hooked me up until 16, 17 years old when it ended, and I watched it every week. And that show right there, goddamn! And even the miniseries, the 6-episode miniseries was awesome. And
well, aren't they talking about doing more since then too?
They're going to bring it back. We just don't know when. And
another 10 years.
well, I hope if they do bring it back that they do a little bit more than 6, because 6 wasn't enough. But I don't want to see 22. I think 20, because I don't want bad episodes. And in a 22-episode season of stuff, you get bad episodes.
Depending on who's writing it.
You still do.
Nah.
There's always episodes that aren't as strong as the others. It's just the nature of the
yeah,
beast.
but being not as strong doesn't make it a weak episode.
And I'd rather have 13 good, great episodes than 10 great episodes, 6 okay episodes, and the rest just episodes. I'm going to go to Joe before I give my second answer, because he might take mine. Joe, go.
Farscape.
Damn it, you didn't take it.
Farscape is not by far, but definitely my favorite sci-fi show of all time.
Explain it.
All right. Very simply, an astronaut is... What?
I'm listening in my head.
Okay.
I'm going like sliders.
Then I will ignore you.
Don't
Very
you do that
simply,
anyway?
Yeah, usually. An astronaut, John Crichton, is trying a program to... basically, he's trying to actually physically utilize, like, planetary gravitational pull to be able to slingshot as part of a program, like, to get farther out into the universe for exploration, right? Gets sucked up to a wormhole, through a wormhole, thrown to the far end of the universe, and then he's dealing with aliens. And he, like, immediately pulls in the ire of the peacekeepers, who are, like, the police force at that end of the universe. Because his ship, like, just runs into the captain's brother's little fighter, and he blows up and dies. It was super episodic. It wasn't a long run series. There were
Yeah, it was what, 2 seasons?
4 seasons. There was 4 seasons, then a 3-part ending special
where
called the Peacekeeper.
We won't talk about what happened at the end, but there's talks about that not being the end, and they're actually doing a sci-fi movie or something like that.
No, that it would still be the end. How that ended is still planned as the ending.
Right.
It's to follow.
It's to fill in some holes.
Another character, John and Aaron's.
I thought that, the thing was they're saying that happened, but here's also what happened after that, which is it might not have been the finale.
No, you're probably just confused because they named their son after him.
Yeah, maybe.
So, Roger, you gonna say Firefly?
Don't be that guy.
I can't be that guy, and here's why. I love Firefly to death, and it's one of the greatest shows ever put on TV. But the issue
I
is
couldn't get into
it
it.
lasted 13 episodes, and there's much better there's science fiction out there that lasted longer that is better. There's V. Fucking
V was actually
V,
very
the original
good.
series.
Yeah.
The remake was good. Sliders was good. Oh, love Sliders. Yeah, see how I'm cheating Joe here on his little thing. Sliders was good. Any Star Trek. All Star Trek is good. Even Voyager. No, Voyager's good.
Voyager's okay.
It's not the best. Enterprise.
The only part about Voyager I really like is it's the second best Vulcan we've ever had on screen. In my opinion.
I don't know. See, I like the Enterprise Vulcan.
She's cool, but Tuvok was better.
Tuvok is cool. Tuvok, though, just reminded me, I'm going to say it was like Spock, but they had more time to delve into the characters. Like what Spock would have been if the show lasted
That's
another
fair.
2 or
But
3
I mean,
years.
that's part of the reason I like him is because, like, Spock is how we know Vulcans, and having another Vulcan basically act the exact same way totally worked for me.
All Star Trek is good, though. Let's be honest. It's
That's
all
fair.
good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Even Enterprise, as time has gone on, Enterprise is
Yeah,
good.
if they could have just given it a different intro theme, that would be
I,
great.
you know what? I didn't even okay with the intro theme. I like that song. It's been a long road. I like it. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm good with all of Enterprise.
It's
now.
not a road, you're in space.
Yeah, it's metaphors. Star Trek's good. Buffy, Angel, you should watch those.
I didn't even think of Buffy and Angel as sci-fi.
No, they were teen romance, drama,
Fantasy,
BS, but
yeah.
there was still some science
I
fiction.
mean, if you're throwing them in there, then I want to add Supernatural to my list.
No, Supernatural's another one that you need. Oh my god, so much good sci-fi.
Okay.
Battlestar Galactica.
I knew you were
Done.
going to say Battlestar.
Done. Battlestar Galactica.
Okay.
Okay.
So on
Original
that note,
or remake?
Remake. The original's kind of crappy.
okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
So on that note, guys, we are going to cut it short here. It's not even short. It's a full episode.
Yeah, quit telling these guys we're cutting it short. They're going to expect an hour and a half episode
Okay,
one day.
we're going to end it there.
You know-
Finn.
We need a better sign-off.
Yeah, like follow us on Facebook, Twitter, all that shit.
Like us on Facebook.
Like us on Facebook.
You
Follow
know,
us on Twitter.
Make sure you guys send us some pictures here for our call to action on Geeky Get Fit.
Yeah, there's going to be more coming up on that in the next few weeks here.
We're gonna actually have plans named to the superheroes you want to be. I just threw that out to Chris and his eyes got wide.
Well, no, we will. So there, this is mostly, like I told everybody before, it's going to consist of a bunch of circuit workouts and stuff like that. Everything that you want to do to get fit, you can do at home. You don't have to go to a gym or anything like that. So you will have all the tools at your disposal.
There's
Go-
already a list of those, right?
Pokemon Go got us
Throw them
started.
out there.
Pokemon Go got the geek started. Could you imagine if Pokemon Go plus get your geek on?
Yeah.
We're gonna be some buff motherfuckers when this is all said and done.
Everybody's going to be running around looking like fucking Chris Hemsworth.
Hey guys, I just want to say thank you for listening. I've been Roger Moss.
Chris Parsons.
Joe Moore.
Kevin Freeman.
Stay geeky, folks.
Fuck you.
What?
Throwing out the sci-fi bullshit like that.
Hey,
What
you
the
said
hell?
come up with a couple topics. I came
did.
up with a couple good
I
ones.
did.
Below me, bitch.
You know
Joe
what?
was just like, let's get deep here.
You know what I like about having Joe on the show though? Like Joe shows up and he's like, "I'm gonna stir the pot," and then I'm gonna be all insulted when they stir the pot on me. So I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna get them back and I'm gonna piss somebody off. And like the worst part is he didn't piss me off in a bad way where I could complain about something. He pissed me off in that way of I'm so happy that I can't express myself.
This is a joy unspeakable.
It's like coming for the first time. I don't know how to describe it.
The end feeling.
That just means I'm doing my job right.